what is life about? So life வந்து எதுக்கு இருக்கு? So what is the use of being alive? So let me tell you from the start. I don't have the answer for it, but I think you could get some ideas from it. You see, uh, let's start with something simple. Life is a place where you meet reality and illusion. You meet real and non-real, which is unreal, which is imaginary, which doesn't exist in the first place. So let's assume that you are you are middle class. You are typical middle class in India. Like I am a typical middle class, lower middle class in India. So that means that I earn less than average Indian earns. So the good thing is that I'm not the sole breadwinner in my family. If I had been the sole breadwinner in my family, I would have gone dead. So that is one good thing going on for me. But it doesn't mean that my life is easy. It means that my life is less complicated than some people and more complicated than most of the people. See, if you are middle class, you would be taxed very heavily in India. That is a truth. I am the most typical middle class you can ever imagine. I lost my government job. Government jobs in India is the most secure thing you could ever imagine, and many people aspire to be a government job people. You see, as it's like once you get inside, you are not going to go outside, and you are safe for like 40 years, permanent job. You'd get married. You'd be getting beautiful. Life is well settled. Life is going to be well settled if you are in a government job. So many people aspire to be a uh, person with a government job, and I didn't care about it at first. So there was this one job which is like related to military, and for some reason and some for I loved being in army as my grandfather was in army. He was an army doctor, and my father aspired to be a person of army, and I too with this you know as fathers uh, you know father are your heroes. So I too got the aspiration of becoming an military officer, even though I was not having any material to study or to coach myself. I failed in 9 for a general category. So that means that if I were in other categories or if I were in any reservation, I would have gotten the top. I was like, it's okay, shit happens. And after that, I applied for another exam. In that exam, I scored. You need to score about 50 or 50 above if you are in other categories. Just because I was in general, even though I scored 68, 65.83 something, I was not selected. I couldn't go for the next round because I was from a general category. If you hear that knock knock noise, don't worry, it's rat caught in the trap. Like me. I'm a trap. No. I'm. You see, after that, I thought of going for a job. I thought of what is the best job I could think of, and I thought of institutional markets, stock markets, and I thought of okay, I do an exam and I go there. But somehow I fell in a trap, and I went for a low-paying company with a 8:30 to 6:30 kind of. I mean, like 8:30 to 6 o'clock job. I thought it was toxic, but after I Worked there for 1 week and I felt no, this is not my cup of tea. 6 days a week is so tiring for me, and I'm not getting paid enough for this. I came to my and came back to my home, and my parents were like, "You should go to a job and you should not be in home." I was like, okay, and I went for a job which they pinpointed. This is your job, and it paid me less, even less than what I was paid back there. The workload was very heavy, very much of a toxic environment. You should never be there. It's like that kind of thing. But it taught me a lot, actually. See, I thought 8:30 to 6 o'clock was a long time just to know that I work for 8 to 8 every day for 6 days, sometimes 7 days, and I get paid less. I get paid very less than minimum wages. Sorry, it's like in the end I was like, I'm like, why should I go through all this thing just because I thought that being with my family was my aim, and in the end I was not with my family at all. I have to work for 12 hours. I have to work, like, sleep for at least 8, but I sleep for 5 to 6 hour max. I work for 12 hours straight, 6 days a week, or sometimes 7 days a week, and still be yelled by my senior for doing less job. And he was like, you need to do more, you need to do a lot of work, you need to put in more effort, and yeah, you need to work in more hours. Like, there's only a certain amount of limited amount of hours left in a week. If I work for all the hours in this company, then what I'm going to do with my life? Is there anything in life to search other than being in before a computer and doing Excel work, doing ERP? Is that it to life? Is that it to life? What is that I'm going to gain from this? What is that I'm going to gain from this? Is it going to be a betterment in my life? No, it's not going to be a betterment in my life. It is going to be there. Someone is going to do it. If it's not me, then another person will do it. So that's not my cup of tea. It's not my unique ability to do that thing. It's a general ability to do that thing. Though I thought that, okay, I am having a job, it's okay. And now that I feel that my bones are tired, worked enough for my bone to break apart, my wrist is tired. This wrist here has been in pain for literally 2 months and above. See, I could still feel the pain because of all the work I have done. Why is that it is hard enough that I'm breaking and still I don't find the solution? What is life? What is the meaning of life? Is this pain which I didn't ask for? Why? Why should we be alive if constant struggle is there and there is no solution? See, I'm not the smartest kid ever. See, I'm not the most handsome guy you could ever meet. You can see that there is dark circles, dark circles, dark circles. My life has been miserable. Yeah, so horrible that you could never imagine. I know that I shouldn't compare myself with others because many compared me with other people and they thought that that sh- that shit is correct. what is the use of being alive if all the struggle and we are going to die anyway? Why should one go through this? Why should one be through all this? It doesn't mean that there is God. I don't believe in God at all. I used to believe in God. Now I realize that I am the God. I myself inside is the God, and I need to just know who am I. Who am I? First answer is I don't know. I don't know who am I. I don't know what is my ability. What is in life that I'm searching for? Is the adventure? Is that the search of something? Is that the music I'm going to make? It is very hard for me, man. It is very hard. So let's see. Why should one go through all this if he doesn't want to go through this, but the parents are forcing them? In India, it's very common that parents are toxic, and it is generationally put in them. So, fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for words, but it's okay, man. Let's see how it goes. So, see you guys in another video. Bye.